100K race. I think that maybe the most interesting story was from the first time I ran it. And this was summer of 2024. And I run a couple 50-mile races. So 100K is not that much further, except this was 100K in the mountains. And so when I run 50 miles on a flat road, it'll take me a little under 6 hours. When you run 100K in the mountains, I knew it was going to take me like 12 hours, right? So it's very different. It's twice as long, even though it's only 12 miles longer. And I remember that race I remember this thing very vividly. I started out and I wasn't really prepared for it. I had only gotten into the race like 2 weeks before. So I wasn't fully prepared, and I was running, and I remember I got so stressed, like halfway through. I was like tracking my heart rate, and I was tracking my pace and checking what place I was in and trying to make sure that I ate exactly how I planned it. Like, okay, this is the number of carbohydrates you're taking each hour. And I was like, there were so many I was running it the way I run a marathon, which is you try to optimize all these different variables. And I remember looking at my watch and I was like, God, I've run longer than I've ever run in my life. And I have 30 miles to go.
That's disheartening. Yeah, scary.
Yeah. And so then it's like the best thing that's ever happened to me in running. Because I've been working on this book, I'd met all these amazing people. And one of them had said, when you're trying to do something that seemed impossible, you have to just forget about how hard it is, right? Just imagine that you're a child running in the woods. And so then I was like, you know what? And so I literally took my heart rate monitor off and I changed my watch. I was like, no longer show me how fast I'm running. Just don't. I don't want to know how far I've gone. I don't want to know how fast I'm going. I just put it to the time of day, right? It is now like 11:30 in the morning. And then I just started to try to imagine, it's not that simple, but try to imagine that I was a kid back in Maine and I'm just like running through the woods. And then the miles just started to fly by, right? And like, not only that, I went from like, it's probably in 25th place. I finished the race in 8th place. So I pass all these people. I feel amazing. And the race, or I guess it was like, I remember going to the last aid station. I was like, how far to go? And they were like, 5 miles. I was like, oh no, only 5. Like, I want more. And it was an incredible experience.